than a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's it, baby.
Hey, let's go. 11.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
21.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 21 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think Le'Veon Bell is now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League.
Snickers, 66.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to fire. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Redskins.
That's correct. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. the gun. Dobbs. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. In fact, he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing here, Dobbs. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick here is good. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's McDonald. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Right there. Good job, guys. Good job, defense. Keep it up, guys. No spacing. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Eight.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun. Here we go.
Ryan wants to throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, South. 11. 39.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on first down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Switzer now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Gun! Here we go!
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Ryan.
Looked like the defense put pretty good.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Switzer now to return. He spins free. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
3 down, 3 down. Set!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? 3 down, 3 down. Set! Lock 80!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.